Westside Story, a movie by Steven Spielberg who won 3 Oscars, and now he could be nominated 2 times more for Westside Story. Well, this year we had 2 great musical movies, and both of them were in the list of top musical movies. Tick, tick. Wow, yeah, Tick, Tick, Boom. A movie that you can see its review from this link. It's top 36 best musical movie, and the second movie, well, in fact, the second great musical movie. Well, we had Cinderella too, but it was not like, no, come on, let's just don't talk about it. And the second great musical movie of 2021 and 21 best musical movie. Westside Story 2021 made of Steven Spielberg. An adapt from the version of 1961, a movie that received 12 nominations for the Oscar and won 11, but it's not in top 50 best musical movies, but Westside Story 2021 it is. Also, the version of 2021 received 7 Oscar nominations, but at all both of them had the same story. So, Steven Spielberg adapts this movie for the second time. He's a director of many genres. He directed many movies in every genre, so there is no doubt how exciting this movie can be. Well, Spielberg with proud said, I directed science fiction movie, action movie, adventure movie, fantasy movie, and etc. And my movies could receive 137 Oscar nominees. And now it's time for 7 Oscar nominees more for another movie, but in which genre? And then he asked himself, have I ever built a great musical movie? I don't think so. So let's do it. So let's make a musical movie with the Westside Story, but for which company? Warner? Their musical have Magic or Dark Area. Also they have Dark Knight as one of the best movies of history. So no, let's do it with another company. Netflix, well, if I work with them, they will change the gender of the characters or change their skin's color. No. A24, well, they are very young and they don't have any experience. I need an own company. Aha, Disney. They are miserable and they do not have any Oscars for the best movies. So let's make an old classical romance movie in version of 2021 for Disney. And let's win some Oscars. And he was very successful to transport that old and 20th century's area to 21st century's area. The Westside Story is about 2 groups of gangsters in New York streets called Jets and Sharks. Tony is a young boy and peacemaker who gotten out of prison recently. He went to prison for a fight for 1 year and now he's free and regretful about the things he did in past. So now he's working hard to make a good life for himself without any crimes. One night at a dance party, which was including Jets and Sharks boy and their girls, Tony from Jets meets Maria, sister of Sharks' boss. Then a forbidden love happens between them. This makes Bernardo, leader of Sharks, and Maria's sister angry, because he does not want to meet each other, but Maria and Tony, well, they did not listen to this, so Jets and Sharks, they start to do something for this. Well, Westside Story is an important and respected and old book. The area of the book, well, I'm not talking about the movie version 1961. I'm talking about the book. The area of the story in book adjusted to 1960s. And if Spielberg made that it happens in 2010s, it would be not good. So, Spielberg, in addition, he made the area of the movie in 1960s. He's shooting on 35mm film instead of digital. And it's proved that Steven Spielberg is interested on that old area. Also, we can understand that Spielberg, as he could make the area for 2010s or 2020s, he did not. And he again, like Westside Story 1961, made the area for 1960s. But the difference between Spielberg and Robert Wise and Jerome Robbins, directors of Westside Story 1961, is here that Spielberg, if he wanted to make the area for now time, he could do it. But if even Robert Wise and Jerome Robbins, they wanted to make the area in new time, they could not. But except Spielberg, most of directors of musicals in these days, they make the movie not in nowadays time. From La La Land in 2016, Chicago 2002, to Beauty and the Beast 2017, and Les Miserables. But the point that directors of these movies, and in this case Steven Spielberg, observed was about modernizing. There is two positions: directors, they adapt a movie, or they make a movie. For example, directors, they make a musical movie with a new story that's happened in for example, 1950s or 60s or even 20s, or they adapt an older story, and again, the story happens in 1960s or 50s and etc. In both cases, a storyline does not happen in nowadays mood, so directors, they have to give their movies a layer of contemporary flash, and this layer should not be very modern to that the storyline loses that 1960s effect, or it should not be very small that the viewer who living in 2020s is struck by a film that the storyline takes place in for example, 1920s. And if a director, in addition to good and constant storyline and good story and good stars, and a reliable company like Disney could observe this point very good, well, the movie would be very nice and fantastic. But if they do not comply this point, well, the film will be very bad and it would be not very good. And observing this point, it's back to experience and knowledgeable of the filmmaker. For example, for La La Land, Damien Chazelle, well, when he made La La Land, he was 32. But his La La Land was better than Westside, a story of a 75-year-old director, Steven Spielberg, I mean. You know why? Well, because Chazelle, he said it in an interview that he was working on the screenplay for many times. I think it was like 10 years. And in his movie, he used a lot of scenes of old 20th century's musical movies. About the production of this movie, well, Steven Spielberg used some techniques that the viewers feels that, the movie, dance sequences. Because, for example, well, when stars were on a stage and they were dancing, the camera went between them and moved very nice and crazy. About the places, well, the dialogues and songs were the same with the version of 1961. At least most of them were. But Spielberg made some changes. Those was about the place of the songs that were the songs sing. For example, in one sequence of 1961 version, gangsters are making fun of the police officers and they act like, you don't understand us and you know nothing about our life and you're very ignorant, and it happened by a very fantastic and funny song. And the place was in front of a shop, but in version of Steven Spielberg, in addition to that, the song was the same with the version of 1961. It had something more, and the place was in police station. In police station, they make fun of policers. Well, when policers are not there, they do this. And Steven Spielberg did this very much in various sequences, that the same song and same characters with version of 1961, but different places. And by this, he said this is my fucking exclusive musical movie. And he made Westside story his own, and he got the movie a special and exclusive sensitivity. About performances, well, there's an interesting point about actors and actresses. In version of 1961, Rita Moreno played as Anita, and she won Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. And in version of 2021, again we had Rita Moreno, but her role was not Anita. Of course, it was not. Her role was Valentina. Also, in version of 2021, as Anita, we had Ariana DeBose, and she again nominated for Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. In both versions, actress of Anita nominated for Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. Maybe 60 years later, another director comes and makes another version of the story again, and in this time, Ariana DeBose, like Rita Moreno, will have Valentina's role. Who knows? About other actors and actresses, well, the performances were fantastic. Rachel Zegler, as a 20-year-old actress, had very good performance. Her role was Maria, and she'll play in live action of Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. Well, from now, she was in two great movies of Disney. Mike Faist, as Reef, is always angry, and he had very good performance too. At all, the story made of Steven Spielberg was very nice. Beautiful clothes, happy and romance music, good performances. Except Ansel Elgort as Tony. He could have a better performance, but anyway, the movie was very long, 156 minutes, but it doesn't make it boring. It was a sort of like Dune. Dune was very long too, and you can see this review from this link, but it doesn't make it boring. And West Side Story is like that too. The musical scenes it had, they were wonderful. Production design completely plunged the viewer into 1960s New York City streets. Dances were stunning, and these stuffs make you that you do not want to lose your eyes for even 1 second. And the movie had very good quality, and of course it was a high quality movie, and it was one of the best musical movies of all the time. Alright guys, it was the first review of today. Don't miss the second review. You can see it from this link. Yeah, I mean this comment, click on it. Subscribe my channel to some more reviews. Don't forget to comment which movie you'd like me to have a review for you. And if you didn't like this video till now, hit custom for me, and energy booster, and put your masks on to the next clip.